Good morning, YouTube channel. Today, our project is to paint the stoop of the guest house. So, we bought this house about a year ago, and some of the pieces of this guest house had fallen into disrepair. So we've been steadily fixing it up over the last year, getting it ready to list on, I don't know if we're going to do Airbnb or VRBO or something. So pretty soon, y'all will be able to stay here if you want to. But yeah, we're working on fixing up some pieces of it. Last finishing touches, really. So this is part of that. So there's the guest house. I think in a few days, this will look a lot better than it does now. We'll be doing some landscaping cleanup. And there's the before picture of the stoop. So gonna paint it and clean it up. As you can see, they painted it before, several different colors, and the paint's been flaking off. Yesterday, I scraped some of it. I'll probably do a little bit of scraping this morning. And then, yeah. So here's a scraper I got, Ace Hardware. I guess it's just a razor blade. Razor blade on the end of a stick, basically. That's what I've been using. I found out that originally I had just planned to sand this. And then as I was sanding, the paint was coming up. And so I was like, well, I better scrape off as much as I can because I like my paint to last a long time. And I don't want this stuff to come up, because the paint underneath it was not stuck, was not adhering to the surface anymore. So here we go. Feels kind of good. Get all that junk off of there. Or most of it anyway, whatever wants to flake up. This stuff is quite old. This house was built in the 80s. So I don't know when they painted this. This concrete, it's a concrete stoop. I don't know when they painted it, but looks like they painted it some kind of a maroon color and then like a lighter red and then black. So I bought black paint because I thought that I was just going to be patching this stuff up, but it looks like I'm taking it off and it's going to look nice black anyway. Definitely better than this, kind of urban camouflage, I guess, feel that it's got right now. It's definitely not the kind of camo you usually see around here. So just scraping all this junk off the concrete. All right, that's about as reasonably well scraped as it's going to get, I think. Most of the chippy pieces are off. So now I'm going to get to painting it. Time for a little mid-project check-in. You can see how far I've got so far. I'm going to paint that wood underneath the underneath that. It's going to be brown because that's what it already is, I think. I have some brown deck paint that I'll use on that because it's already brown. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind and paint it black too. Who knows? But anyway, so far I've got all this painted. This is going to be a matte color when it dries, which is great because it'll be a lot less slippery when it's wet. If we do find that it's slippery, we'll be putting some, basically, grip tape strips here. In addition to these studs, little concrete studs that are there already. Anyway, there we go. So I'm using this little tiny paintbrush and getting the job done. Just kind of swirling it around in the concrete over here and spreading it around up there. I might have to do 2 coats, but it's going to look pretty good when I'm done. Here's another mid-project check-in. Got the sides done. That top step is done, I think. Mostly, maybe. Looking pretty good so far. Going to get this middle piece here and finish up that step and call it a day and get to my day job. Pretty proud of myself. Looks like we're done here. Still wet, of course, so it's all shiny, but you can see where it's starting to dry and turn out nice and flat, which is going to look great. Really, really dark gray kind of color when it's done. I mean, it's black, right? But, I'm using enamel paint here, by the way. So that way it'll be really weatherproof. I want it to last a really long time. Goes on pretty thick, and it's going to be pretty durable. So, yay. So as I'm cleaning up, I'm kind of creating a way to block off the space there. So, I mean, it's all shaded now, but just to remind everyone, hey, don't walk on this for a day. I'm putting my little table sink, camping sink thing out here. just to block it off. Of course, it won't necessarily keep my dog off of it, so hopefully he's smart enough to to avoid walking on there. But he won't be going in the house anyway, so don't get that on your paws, Max. Now I'm just cleaning my brush with mineral spirits, getting all that nasty black enamel paint off the brush. That way I can hopefully reuse it again. Probably not for white paint or something like that, but maybe a dark color. Again, if I need to actually go and paint this, at least paint this again, which I will probably have to do a second coat, at least I'll have a functioning brush still, as opposed to, a dried enamel clump like I've got over here. Oh, you can't see that. So that one over there was some driveway patch stuff. So I wasn't smart enough to clean that off after I was using it. So it's probably stuck to the top of that paint can forever. But this stuff, getting it clean. Here we go. Things you learn, Okay, so today you saw me do some painting, learned how to clean a brush, I guess. I don't know. I guess I figured that out while you were watching. So anyway, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, just like my video or subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep cranking this stuff out because it's kind of fun. Every day is something new here at Applewood Homestead. So anyway, see you next time. All right, so here I am rolling into the office and realized that this stuff does not come off my hands very easy. I found out why everybody in these videos that are always showing you how to paint things or clean things, those other videos on YouTube, they're wearing gloves. This is why you wear gloves, folks. I did not do it today because I was lazy and, should have put some of those nitrile gloves on. This enamel paint is not coming off. I know I could probably go at it with the fast orange stuff and it would come off lickety split, or some lemon oil or something like that. Goo Gone, maybe, I don't know. But hey, whatever. It's not getting on anything else, so it's just going to stay on my hands for a little while until it flakes off. Just thought you'd have a good laugh at my expense. Yeah, again, hit that like and subscribe button.